What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, bringing you yet another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle today. But before we get into the teams and all that stuff, just want to remind you that the like goal for this video is 50 likes. So if we get those 50 thumbs up, we'll continue to bring you those double daily Wi-Fi battles, one 6v6, one Battle Spot Live. We've been doing great with the likes so far. Just absolutely fantastic support. So thank you guys very much. Again, I cannot thank you enough for all of the support you show me. It's amazing. You guys are amazing. I really can't wait till we get to 10K or some kind of milestone so that I can do some more giveaways and stuff. But anyway, into the teams here. Our opponent today is Ivor, and he is a follower of ours on Twitter. And that's where I got the battle. I don't know why I said it like that. Twitter. I'm very strange. I'm a very strange dude, in case you didn't know. But anyway, I'll link him below. And as for the teams, I'm running a Sandstorm team here, just OU all over the place, except for the stray Meganium. And that's kind of interesting. I'll explain a little bit about that as we go through the match. As for his side, he's obviously going to have that Mega Mawile, and then he's got a couple of water types, Tangrowth, Sableye, you know, basically some standard stuff. I'm smelling knockoff, though. A lot of his Pokemon can learn knockoff, so there might just be knockoffs all over the place. All over the place. So I'm starting off with Zamajama, and as he starts off with Tentacruel, I really thought he would switch. I really didn't think he was going to leave Tentacruel in here, because I can easily kill it with Psychic or Psyshock, but he stays in, goes for Scald. So that's kind of interesting. He gets his Black Sludge recovery, and Shadow Ball, you know, obviously doesn't do anything. So now I'm like, okay, maybe he's just going to keep staying in, so I go for the Psyshock. And that just kills Tentacruel. I wish I would have done that on the first turn so that I did not have to waste a turn, basically, and get some damage on Alakazam. But anyway, I'm not running Dazzling Gleam. Unfortunately, I'm running Energy Ball and Focus Blast as my coverage moves, along with Shadow Ball, but you've already seen that. There goes the knockoff, and that is a dead Zamajama. So that is unfortunate. He's going to get that priority recover off pretty easily. And there's not really anything that I can do about it. I don't have any other priority users that are going to be faster than him. They can kill him from that range. So, out comes Hippowdon. We're going to get that Sandstorm going. And I'm really kind of upset, honestly, that Alakazam is already gone at this point. But he did get rid of the Tentacruel, so that is a big deal. Out comes the Slowbro. And the one thing I didn't realize when I started this battle is that this is a hardcore Regenerator core going on with Slowbro and Tangrowth, two physical walls, and that's bad news because the Sandstorm team is almost all physical attackers. But I do have Meganium, and Meganium is going to be what saves us in this battle. Now, it is running safety goggles, so it's not going to get damaged by the Sandstorm, which is great. I do have Synthesis, though, and that's basically just for when the Sandstorm is not up, because it won't be up all the time. There's no perma-weather. But other than that, I do have Giga Drain to get health back, so it's not, you know, completely a lost cause. I won't use Synthesis most of the time in the Sandstorm. But, that being said, Giga Drain does a lot of damage to the Slowbro because of its weak special defense. It's not running Assault Vest, obviously. So he goes for the T-Wave, and he's taking lots of damage from that Sandstorm. I'm thinking he's going to have to switch out, and he does. And I'm really hoping I'm not going to get fully paralyzed here, because that would be really bad. Out comes the Tangrowth, taking that Stealth Rock damage, and I'm going to go straight for that Aromatherapy to get rid of that T-Wave, and Meganium is just going to be insanely difficult for this team to handle. I know it already. So a Sandstorm team and Meganium is pretty much going to be the MVP, which is hilarious. But yeah, let's just keep seeing what happens here. So he goes for the knockoff, and already my safety goggles are gone. So now I have to take damage from Sandstorm, and that absolutely sucks. Absolutely sucks. I figured the knockoff would be coming, but I didn't have anything to switch into that I wanted to have, you know, its item knocked off. I could have switched into Tyranitar, but if for some reason he predicted that, yeah, I didn't really want to have to take a special hit. I probably should have, though. Probably should have. I was also afraid of the Sleep Powder predicting a switch, so I just stayed in, got my item knocked off. Out comes the Mawile. I'm going to switch now as he Mega Evolves into Mega Mawile. I don't know why I said that. It's very redundant. Obviously, it's Mega Mawile. But he goes for the Sucker Punch, and that obviously fails. And yeah, I'm just going to go for the Spikes. He can't really do anything to me unless he has Fire Fang, and even then, he can't kill me. at one hit. So he's going to go for the Iron Head, so I'm going to say that he has Sucker Punch, Iron Head, Play Rough, and none of those are really going to do anything to me, especially because the only one that's going to inflict neutral damage is going to be Sucker Punch, and there's no way in hell I'm going to attack this thing with a Brave Bird. I'm just going to set up spikes in its face and then Whirlwind it out. So, out comes the Slowbro as he pretty much sees that he needs to switch out, obviously. And, yeah, he's going to be hurt by the spikes. I'm going to set up some more spikes on the switch, because why not? And, yeah, that is that. So, the Sandstorm is going to subside, so that is good news for his Slowbro, because that residual damage was really hurting him. And, yes, I don't think he doesn't have leftovers, so what does he have? Rocky Helmet, maybe? That is a possibility. I run Rocky Helmet on mine a lot, so very possible that he's running that. He's going to go for that Slack Off now. He pretty much needs to at this point, and there's no reason for him not to. I can't really do any damage to him with Skarmory, but I switch into Meganium, so now he needs to switch out again. With Regenerator, he's completely back up to full health. And out comes the Tangrowth, who is also at full health, and he takes a little bit of damage from the Stealth Rocks, but that doesn't really mean anything. The Spikes damage does a little bit more, however, and I can go for the Giga Drain, and that does okay damage, even though it's not very effective, and I'm uninvested. Tangrowth has, like, what, base 50? Special defense? I want to say that. So this Tangrowth has Quick Claw, so he's going to outspeed me. I know, Quick Claw Tangrowth, very interesting. Goes for the Ancient Power, doesn't get the boosts, so Giga Drain's going to do a good bit of damage. It's not going to be enough to kill him in one more hit, but there's no reason for me to switch out here. I do not want to have anything have its item knocked off. I don't want to be put to sleep. He's going to switch out to get his health back, and in comes Mawile. And I'm noticing now that at this point, I really need to get rid of one of the two Regenerators. Once I do that, getting rid of the other one won't be as big of a problem. So, he switches in the Mawile, he takes Entry Hazard damage, he takes Giga Drain damage, which is not very effective, doesn't do that much. But all that adds up, all that chip damage adds up to about 40%. And now I need to switch out because I do not want to take Play Rough or Iron Head. And he's going to go for the Play Rough, that's his strongest move. That's not going to do too much to Titanio, so not that bad at all. I'm not worried about this thing. As long as Titanio is alive, this Mawile basically can't do anything. So I'm going to take this opportunity to set up my third layer of spikes, because why not? And he's going to go for the Play Rough, which is pretty obvious. I'm just hoping no attack drop, not that it really matters, because I'm not going to attack him anyway, most likely. But, I mean, I guess I could. But I'm going to go for the Roost, and, you know, get my health back up, and then I can Whirlwind him out, or do whatever I'm going to do. So I Roost, he goes for the Play Rough again, which is pretty obvious. And he's going to get a crit there. That does way too much damage. So it does like 45% or so. Maybe 40. 40 to 45% when he gets a crit. So I want to be at full health. That's all I want. So he goes for the Play Rough again. And I'm going to Roar him out. I forgot I have Roar, not Whirlwind. I didn't breed this thing for Whirlwind. I don't know why. But whatever. Okay, so I Roar him out into Tangrowth, who's going to take all kinds of Entry Hazard damage. And this is great because when Mawile comes back in, he's going to be pretty much dead. It's just going to be one hit from pretty much anything. And that's awesome. So, yes, I'm going to go for the Brave Bird here. And I am faster than Tangrowth. That Quick Claw does not activate, which is great news. So the Tangrowth is gone. That means goodbye Regenerator Core. He's only got that Slowbro. And I'm not too worried about that because Meganium can kill him in 2 hits, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it was a 2-hit KO. Not positive on the damage from that, but with the Entry Hazards, I'm sure it is a 2-hit KO. Anyway, I'm down to like 65 HP now. I do need to Roost up pretty badly. The Slowbro comes in at full health, but after the Entry Hazards, he's like a third of the way taken out. So I'm going to switch out here. There's no reason for me to stay in and take a Scald. That's just not what I'm interested in. So he is going to go for that Scald. It's going to be not very effective on Meganium at all. And yeah, no burn, which is great. I can go straight for that Giga Drain. And it doesn't quite kill. And I'm pretty sure that would be a 2-hit KO even without the Entry Hazards. It does do a lot of damage. Slowbro doesn't have the best special defense. That's why I see a lot of them running Assault Vest. Like I said, not on Wi-Fi, but on Pokemon Showdown. Yeah, that. So he's going to T-Wave me again and now switch out. And I'm really hoping I'm not going to be fully powered as this Feraligatr comes in. Do not want him setting up D-dances and all that stuff. So Yeah, he's going to take that entry hazard damage, of course. And I'm going to go for the aromatherapy. I actually do break through the paralysis there, which is great news. So no more T-wave action going on. And yeah, that's absolutely great news. We can go for the Giga Drain now, and that might actually kill, but it doesn't. It's close. It's very close. He is going to go for the Ice Punch instead of the Dragon Dance, and that does a lot of damage. If he went for Dragon Dance there, he would have outsped and killed me. So it's a little bit unfortunate that he didn't do that. He's going to go for the Aqua Jet now, and that is going to almost kill me, but I live with 15 HP, even though it's a crit, and he's going to kill himself with Life Orb damage. So Meganium taking hits left and right. Super effective hits, not super effective hits. Breaking through paralysis. Taking out Tangrowth. This thing is just absolutely destroying his team, and I'm sure that he hates it. I'm sure that he has a seething, burning hatred the size of, I don't know, 1,000 suns or something big. He's going to bring in Sableye now, go for that priority recover, and I'm going to pretty much do the same thing without the priority thing. I'm going to go for Synthesis. There's no Sandstorm up, and the more I think about this, the stranger it is. Meganium is out here just absolutely owning everything. And this is a Sandstorm team. It's the only Pokemon that doesn't benefit from Sandstorm, but he's the one doing all the work. He goes for the knockoff again, gets another crit. So what is that, 2 crits that he's gotten now? Not bad. I haven't gotten any crits, but I haven't really needed them, so not worried about it. In comes the Slowbro, because I really couldn't defeat that Sableye one-on-one with the priority recover. So, even with Regenerator, the entry hazard damage almost kills the Slowbro. He could switch it out again, but that would put him at a disadvantage, even if he's going to bring out Sableye or something. So, he pretty much just lets the Slowbro die, so goodbye Regenerator Core. The Regenerator Core is done, and now this match is going to move a lot faster, because he can't just switch in and out these Regenerator Pokemon. So, out comes the Mawile now. And obviously, I'm going to switch out Meganium. I don't want him to die. Pretty much need him for everything. Seeing how much work he put in, can't just let him die now. Absolutely not. So he's going to go for the Play Rough. And yeah, brings me down to 23 HP. Still hasn't missed a Play Rough. I mean, I know it has 90% accuracy. It doesn't miss that often. But normally, once I use it like 2 times, I miss one. He's used it like 4 or 5 times, hasn't missed one. So I'm going to go for the Roost. I do outspeed, which I think is funny, that Skarmory can outspeed anything. But yeah, goes for the Play Rough, and yep, a crit. Another crit, so that's 3 crits. And I'm going to have to go for another Roost here, because I don't want to have to roar him out and then be at a really low health and then just get killed or have to switch out. Not interested in that, because Mega Mawile has the potential to sweep teams. It is possible. I don't want to give him any chances here. So I Roost up, and he's going to go for the Play Rough, hit, and get another crit. This is a little bit unfortunate, a little bit frustrating, honestly. He's going to go for Play Rough again, and there we go. There's the miss. That's what I needed, pretty much. I decided to go for Roar either way, because I was like, I'm never going to get these crits to stop, ever. So I roar him out, in comes the Sableye. And yeah, he's almost dead from the entry hazards. Not quite, though. Not quite. I'm sure that he's just going to go for a recover here. That would make the most sense. Because even with his leftovers recovery, he only gets just barely out of the red zone. He pretty much has to, but he's not going to. He's not going to. He's either... Well, no, he's not going for Will-O-Wisp either, because that would be a priority move. He must be going for Knockoff. And yeah, that's it for Sableye. Not sure if you thought I would switch there, fearing the Will-O-Wisp. I had switched out a lot before, so it kind of was not a bad prediction at all. I can see why he would do that now that I think about it. He's trying to make a prediction there. So, in comes the Mawile. Doesn't take much from the Stealth Rock because he does resist it, but the spikes are going to take him out. So that is a dead Mega Mawile, and that was actually his last Pokemon. So that is the match. And looking at my Pokemon, I want to say that that was a 5-0. I really think it was. I think Alakazam is the only one that died. Ended up being a long match regardless because of that brilliant Regenerated Core. Absolutely a great defensive lineup that he has going on there. And then he has Tentacruel for the special defensive side of things. So really a very nicely constructed team. And it did take me a while to bring it down, but Meganium earning MVP rights today. Admittedly, I was very, very surprised that Meganium did that well. But, yeah, I'm so happy I put it on this team, even though it really doesn't gel with the other Pokemon at all. But I'm happy to leave him there. It takes care of those pesky water types. So we'll try this team again and see what happens. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. As always, do not forget to click that like button right beneath this video. Hopefully we can get it to 50 likes for some more Double Daily Wi-Fi uploads. And I will see you guys for the next battle. But until then, game on.